Welcome to Coffee Talk Live. As you might know, I have started Coffee Talk where I come in the morning, kind of do Coffee Talk. But I thought it would be really cool if we did Coffee Talk live, to where we were able to chat, talk briefly in the morning, have some coffee, maybe answer some voiceover questions. So bring your questions. They're going to be doing Coffee Talk live for probably like three or 4 days a week, and we're going to be live in the YouTube channel, live in hopefully Facebook, LinkedIn, on Twitter, all that jazz. And it would be really fantastic to, like I said, drink some coffee with you in the morning, chat, answer some of your questions. So if you're hopping by and you're popping on, my name is Anthony Pica. This is a VO's journey. The whole point to this entire thing is to help you sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on and be present and answer some of your questions. So hop on in. Let me know where you're from, what your name is, put in the chat, and ask any questions you might have this morning. What you're talking about, what you're thinking. I've definitely been myself working a lot on marketing and trying to dive really deep into actually getting business, getting clients, and what separates someone else from getting business, to we get business. What's the difference? Why is other people getting business? Maybe why are we not getting enough business or more business than we want? So it's been a really exciting journey so far, and doing a lot of competitive research on other voice actors, other parts of my business as well. And I always think that it is something that I never did when I first started. I mean, that was kind of the thing, I didn't even know which way was up when I first started in voiceover, right? Let alone trying to figure out, a marketing strategy. So if you're like me, I was literally just trying to figure out how to work my DAW, how to where to put myself. I gotta get a demo. What is a good demo even look like? I can't afford a $2,000 demo. What am I gonna do? I need coaching. Where can I go coaching? That's might be too expensive. I mean, there was all these things running around, and then on top of that, why does my audio sound like junk? There was always something going on. So I think it is a journey, and being a part of being a part of a community helps. Like that is something that I am super blessed now to be a part of an amazing community over at a VO's Journey Elite Academy. So post some things over into the chat. Let's see, we've got bunch of people posting. It is awesome. We got a bunch of people popping in. So if you're on Facebook, just remember, make sure you put in your name, because I can't see. It just says Facebook user. I use a platform called Restream, and that allows me to stream to a bunch of different places at the same time. But unfortunately, some of them, like if you're from YouTube, it'll show me your name. But for whatever reason, Facebook, it doesn't. LinkedIn, it shows me your name. But yeah, so just make sure you pop in your name, because we've got some people from Facebook. Somebody saying good morning. Good morning from Turkey. That's awesome. It's great to have you. Morning, Walter. What's up? Good morning from Boston, Massachusetts. I love it. I've never been to Boston. I want to go. I want to go to Boston. Let's see. Facebook user, hey Anthony, tuning in from the UK. Awesome. Great to have you. Let's see, just starting out. This is from a Facebook user. Again, remember, put your name. I'm sorry, guys, from Facebook. Put your names. And I don't know why Restream doesn't share your names. Just starting out. Haven't done any professional work, but I'm wanting to start. Should I outsource the editing and mastering so I can focus on technique first, or dive into all of it? It's extremely overwhelming. You are absolutely right. It is extremely overwhelming. And so, great question. I mean, you could go a whole bunch of different ways, and different people will, of course, tell you different things. What I did, and what I usually try to, what I teach people, just because I teach people what I actually went through, was I kind of just dove in and learned it all myself. I loved the independence. I still do. I now I know that I can hire someone, but I think it's important to know what you're doing before you hire someone, because in business, right, we want to be able to down the road leverage our time, right? We want to be able to leverage OPM, OPT, other people's money, other people's time, I like to say. However, I am a firm believer that if we don't know what we're doing, we could easily be taken advantage of, right? So I do think that it's a good idea for you to, dive in, learn the editing and mastering process. You know what I mean? We got a great, Don Barnes is a great teacher, tech guru. He's at the academy that we have, and we every Tuesday night he meets and goes over all kinds of stuff, and real generous with his time, and I do a lot of this live stuff in our academy as well. So we could definitely help you with that, but I recommend that you get into the editing and mastering on your own, get that down, and then continue to go for the work. If you don't get it down, it's always going to bother the snot out of you. I promise you. It bothers the snot out of all of us, and it's a long journey. I spent 2 years not knowing about Isotope or any plugins just because I didn't know, and I was just auditioning for audiobooks and stuff, and every audiobook I edited manually. And what a nightmare. I look back and I think, what was I doing? But at the same time, part of me is thankful about it because I learned so much. I really did. Great question. Peter said, good morning from Charlottesville, Virginia. Awesome. We're not that far apart. I don't know if you've been getting storms like we have. Let's see, because I'm in Gloucester. We've got a bunch of people from Virginia. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Hospitable Vox. What's up, Anthony? Joining from the gym. Nice. Kim Yarda. What's up, Kim? Good morning, AP. Sending you some Florida sunshine. Awesome. Tom says, good morning from South Florida. Good to have you. All right. Facebook user. I hate Facebook does it. Facebook user. When researching other VOs, what, if anything, are you looking for in particular? Great question. So I think there is a big difference between what gets someone to buy from you first than what gets someone to come back and buy from you repeatedly. And I think a lot of times we look around and we put things together that people, why they buy from us over and over again, instead of what are the first reasons why they buy from us. We had a really interesting discussion last night in our marketing session in the academy about the differences between these two. And for example, on Fiverr, which by the way, I'm sorry, I have to tell you guys because I'm really excited about it. So when I started Fiverr Elite a long time ago, it's a VO's Journey Academy now, but Fiverr Elite always met on Saturdays. And I'm finally, after years, I'm bringing back Saturdays. I was going to do this on Friday, but I'm bringing back Saturdays now. And, there's a little girl in the background. I'm in a meeting, hun. See, this is live. This is great. I think she's going swimming. You going swimming? Very nice. Get some paper. Okay. Why don't you wave to everybody? You're live in the camera. What? They can't see you. Yay. This is Anna. This is my daughter. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So anyways, we were just having so I was really excited, by the way, about Saturdays. We're going to be bringing back Fiverr on Saturdays. But anyway, the reason why I talked about Fiverr was because we were talking about how, why do some people get, buy from you first on Fiverr or anywhere and then come back to you. And I think the thing is that what people come to you first and what you look for in other people, let's be honest. If you're like on Fiverr, pricing plays a massive role. Whether it's right or wrong, right? It plays a massive role in what people determine to buy from you on that platform. Or, Upwork. We know on Upwork, you've got a really good chance of people who get out their stuff first, right? Can you get in front of somebody before anybody else does? That's why it's so vital that's why I only send out proposals if it's going to be 0 to 5 people that have sent them so far and that they're payment verified. I have a little set of rules, right? So So I look at other people also, what their copy is, what are they saying, what do their thumbnails look like, what are their first spots on their demo. So important. What are the first spots on their demo? Because those first spots on your demo is what's going to close the deal. So I would really take a look at those things right there. Let's see. Oh goodness, I'm gonna una flatter flirty flatter. I'm so sorry. I totally butchered that name. We'll say double O. Hello, Ona. Is it Ona? Hopefully it's Ona. From Belfast. Awesome. It's great to have you. I'm currently in the middle of script writing for a character demo. Sweet. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. Sorry, I totally might have butchered your name. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Hey, I am Chow from Tunisia. Awesome. Is it Chow? Hopefully. Shu. I'm so sorry again. But from Tunisia. That is so awesome. We've got people from all over the world. Still driving my way in the VO world. Any advices for a starter? Absolutely. Well, first off, thank you for being here. Second off, it took me about 2.5 years to really get my legs. Like my first year in voiceover, I made $800 total my first year. I spent way more than that. My second year, I made a little more closer to $20,000, and then my third year is when I hit over six figures. But it wasn't until my third year that I also really got involved with the community. So I really recommend that you get with a community, get with some people that you're going to be able to talk with, that are going to support you. They're going to be able to do things like this with you. One reason why I started a VO's Journey, our Facebook group, and the Academy was to have live interaction with people, like literally live. Like you're asking me a question, I'm answering it. I'm talking to you. I love videos and pre-recorded content, but I think, when I got a question, it's nice to talk to somebody. So get with a community that's going to help you. Of course, I'm going to tell you to join the Academy, but, get with people who are going to be able to help you, get know what equipment you need to get, have support, be able to answer questions, get with a community that's going to help you also, be accountable. That's really helpful too. So that's what I really recommend. And then all the other stuff, it's literally, they're like step by step by step. But the community, I think, is super important, and interaction. Let's see. Facebook user. I know why Facebook. Research VO's question from Brendan from the UK. Research VO's question from Brendan from the UK. Not quite sure what you mean, but thank you, Brendan. It's great to have you. Somebody from LinkedIn says, also, can we make a balance between VO and a full-time job? Oh my goodness. So one thing I don't like to fluff stuff, right? So when I was doing before I went full-time, I had a full-time job. So I'd wake up, because I was a teacher, I'd wake up at 6 a.m. My wife and I would get the kids off. We would go to work. I'd get home around 5 p.m. We'd get the kids. My wife would come home. We'd make dinner. I'd play with the kids for a little bit, put them to bed. I, spent about an hour with my wife from like 9 to 10. And then from 10 to 2 to 3 a.m. every night, I'd put up my hobo fort. I had this I created PVC pipes and packing blankets kind of fort. And I would put it up, and I had to take it down because we had a really small house. Our first house was a really small house, and we had to take it up and put it down every night. And but anyways, so I did that for years. It was exhausting. It got to the point where it really caught up to me, and I had to. And that when thank goodness, I was successful enough to retire from my job and do this full time. But it was getting bad. Like I was so tired during the day because I was staying up until starting. Like the more successful you get when you're working a full time job, the harder it is for you. So I will tell you this. Don't let anyone convince you that it's not going to be hell. I'm just being honest with you. If you're going to be successful and change your life around, there's going to be a period of time it's going to be hell. Will it get better after that hell? Absolutely. But you're going to have to walk through hell to get through it. But it's worth it. What I mean by that is you're going to be exhausted. You're going to have to work 2 full-time jobs. You're going to have to take all the weight of your family on your shoulders, like, people not happy with you. if you get into this, you understand what I mean. I mean, because, we literally spend a lot of time by ourselves in a room or in a closet, and people are like, why are you in there doing that? What is wrong with you? Until you start making a lot of money. And then they're like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. It's always like that, right? Will Smith would say, nobody wanted to buy me dinner when I was poor, but now that I'm rich, everybody wants to buy me dinner. I don't need it. It's kind of how it works, right? It's hard. I'm not going to lie. It's super hard. You can do it. I've done it. So many of the people, so many of my students have done it. You can do it. It's hard. So I always like to at least go into something knowing the truth, and that's the truth. Again, get a community that'll help you and that you can vent to as well. That's important. That's going to listen to you and not judge you about it. Let's see. Annabelle, good morning from Chester, VA. That's awesome. We got another Virginian. Callie Forbes, hello. Callie, thank you for answering my question. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here this morning. Marco, what's up? Marco, my man, it's good to have you. Hospital Box, forgot to add my name. This is Neil. Oh, Neil. I should have known that. Neil, it's good to have you, my friend. Facebook user with a thumbs up. Casey Miracle, hello. Morning. Said morning, Anna. That was, when Anna was running around. Adorable. They're going swimming this morning, so I thought I'd try to get in here and get some work done. Bill, what's up, Bill? Thursday. Yes. Marco says, hi, Anna. Let's see. Ona, laugh aloud. You got the first part right. Una, hopefully. Sorry. JP Wright says, afternoon from sunny Ireland. Oh my gosh, I've never been to Ireland and I want to go. I've always wanted to go to Ireland. I think it's and the UK, but and like in England and stuff, but Ireland looks so beautiful. So welcome. It's good to have you. Let's see. Good morning from Phoenix. What's up? First live, so wanted to say big thank you for all the voiceover tips and well as this group. It's good to have you. Thank you so much. Edwin, good morning, my good VO people from Charlotte, North Carolina. From North Carolina, we got Edwin. Good to have you, man. Danny, what's up, Danny? Good morning from San Diego. Awesome to have you. Let's see. Tyrannius Prime. Hi, Anthony. I was totally doing like Prime. Something like that. Hey, I don't have time to stick around, but I wanted to wish you well and say hi and hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. It's good to have you, man. Thank you for stopping in. Marco, if you're going through hell, keep going. Amen to that. Marco says Winston Churchill. Amen to that. Amen to that. Well, listen, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by, and it's great having you. I'm going to start doing, like I said, these live coffee talks 3 or 4 times a week, and it's just great. We're going to pop in, bring by your questions, hang out. And remember, the biggest thing I think with with a lot of the questions too is getting started in voiceover, trying to grow is daunting, okay? And some of the best things that you can do is find a community, find a place where people are actually going to be able to interact with you and answer your questions on a regular basis. So, make sure that you're doing that you're doing that and finding some group that can help you with that. All right. It's real important. Let's see. Wally says, Wally here. What's up, Wally? Great to have you, man. Craig says, where can you find practice scripts? Well, that's awesome. So, of course, we've got a treasure trove of practice scripts in the Academy. We also have... There's also practice. I mean, you can find them anywhere online. I think there's Edge Studio has a bunch of practice scripts. Voices.com has a bunch of practice scripts. They're everywhere. You can also, write your own. I created a whole thing on how to write your own scripts from using S&P 500, list S&P 500 companies. And but yeah, you could find them all online. I mean, you literally just type in practice voiceover scripts and they'll come up everywhere. Absolutely. But we also have a bunch in Avio's journey too. Let's see. Okay, cool. Well, listen, you guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You have a wonderful morning. Drink some coffee, if you drink coffee, and have a wonderful Thursday. I will talk to you all soon. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by.